Hello everyone. In this video, I want to teach you how to solve quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is a type of polynomial that has the highest degree of 2. It is formed from the product of two linear expressions. It has the general formula of as squared plus bs plus c. In quadratic equation, you have several methods of solving. We have factorization method, the completing square method, and a graphical representation method. In this video, we are going to solve using factorization method. From the general formula, we see that a has the coefficient of x squared, b has the coefficient of x, and c has the coefficient of 1, which is totally equal to 0. From this, we have that any number with the coefficient of x squared is our a, any number with the coefficient of s is our b, and any number with no coefficient of s is our c, and they are all equal to 0. Note that a is not equal to 0, but b and c can be equal to 0. Back to factorization method, you have to know that in factorization method, for you to factorize, you have to find the middle term. How do you find your middle term? When you want to find middle term, you have to multiply a by c. Then from the multiplication, you find the factors of c that when you add them or when you subtract them gives you the b here, or gives you something like, when you find your middle term, it gives you the value of b. Then from that two values is your middle term now. Then you have to continue by factorizing them to know the values of x in the equation. From here now, these are factors of 6 that when you multiply them gives you 6, and when you subtract or add them gives you 5. This can go, this can go, this can go, but this cannot go. Do not try 4 and 1, because 4 and 1 when you add gives you 5, but when you multiply cannot give you 6. Then from here you have to choose your signs. The signs is very, very important. From the factors of 6, we have that 2 and 3 can go perfectly. Then we choose 2 and 3. You notice that when plus 2 multiply plus 3 gives us plus 6. Then when 2 add 3 gives us 5. So which means that 2 and 3 can go perfectly. Then let's use 2 and 3 to substitute here as the middle term. Then we remove the 5 because this replaces the 5. Then from there we then factorize. From here that we have that 2 and 3 has already replaced 5, and this is also the same thing as this. So the next thing you have to do now is to factorize. How do you factorize? You put your brackets. When you put your brackets, you look for something that is here and also here. And what you say that is also here is x. Bring s outside the brackets. Then what is remaining? If you remove s here and remove s here, what is remaining now is x plus 2. You also do the same here. Second thing I want you to notice is that after your factorization, the figures inside the brackets or anything inside the brackets must be the same. If it's not the same, then know that you are getting the wrong answer. Then after this, the next thing you have to do is that bring the brackets one side, then bring the numbers or the alphabet outside the bracket one side. From this now, you have to remove the brackets. When you remove the brackets, it means that s is equal to minus 2 and s is equal to minus 3. We have an example here. When you look at this example, the example is already in factor form. From here now, you have that s plus 3 is equal to 0 and s minus 2 is equal to 0. All you have to do is that you have to open your brackets. Know that s is already equal to minus 3, because when 3 cos sign of equality turns to minus 3. Likewise here, s is equal to plus 2. The example 2 you see here is just the same thing as the example 1. All you have to do, open your brackets and get your roots. From here now, you have that 2s is equal to minus 5 and s is equal to 3. So from here, the coefficient of s here divides both sides. From here, let's consider our third example. An example like this, all you have to do, just factorize directly. S is 2 here and s is with 4 here. From here now, you have that your s is equal to 0 and x here is equal to 4. Number 4, I have that s squared plus 3s minus 10 is equal to 0. Here you are asked to find the root of this expression. How do you find the root? First thing, you have to know the middle term. From the middle term, you have to factorize to have your roots. What you have to do when you're given an expression like this is that you have to multiply a by c. Our c here is minus 10 and our a here is 1. So 1 times minus 10 gives you minus 10. The next thing you have to do is you find the factors of minus 10. Then you look for numbers that when you add them, it can give you plus 3. From this now, we choose that our number will be 5 and minus 2. When you substitute 5 and minus 2 here, you can then factorize. From here, you see that plus 5 and minus 2 are the numbers that can give us 3 when you add them, and when you multiply them, gives us minus 10. So from here, you add the s and replace plus 5 minus 2 for 3s. So this is what I have. From here now, you factorize. How do you factorize? You put your brackets. From this my bracket, you have to choose this one and do what is common here, x. When you bring out x from the bracket, what is remaining here? X, and what is remaining here? Plus 5. Also do it for this one. From here now, the next thing you have to do, the bracket keeps one side, then s and minus 2 outside the bracket will form another bracket. So from here, you have already factorized and gotten your roots. From here, we have that s is equal to 2 or s is equal to minus 5. And this is our roots. So let's take the example 5. Let's look for something complex that will be a little bit complicated. This is our number 5. And this example 5, the first thing you have to do, just open your bracket. When you open your brackets, we have that n squared minus 3n minus 2n plus 6. From here, the next step you have to follow is that from here you move the plus 12 across the bracket to become minus 12. Then the next thing you have to do, when you subtract 6 from minus 12, from here the next thing you have to do is that you have to find your middle term. From here now, you factorize. From here now, let's try using roots to form quadratic equation. With this formula here, you can use it to solve a quadratic equation when you are given the roots and asked to express it in a quadratic equation form. Let's take for example, let's solve it and know whether our answer is correct. Given the roots of minus 4 and 7, find the quadratic equation. All you have to do, when you're asked to find the sum of the roots, it means you should add the both roots, and when you're asked to find the product, it means you should multiply the both roots. So let's apply it and find the quadratic equation. I have this as my final answer. There is another method, but I will tell you that this is a secret. Do not use this when you are writing an exam, except in a subjective or in an objective only. When you look closely here, you see that I just applied a secret. If s plus 4 is equal to 0, s minus 7 is equal to 0, then it means that the product of the both will still be equal to 0. And that is what I did here. From here, you expand, you open your brackets. You can use this method I used before, or you can use the normal expansion method. Wow, I still get the same answer. So from this, I hope you have learned something on how to factorize when solving quadratic equation. Our next video will be completing square method under quadratic equation. Please stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and share our video. It's very important. When you share a video, you help educate others. Someone is in need of this video.